With Love and Gratitude is a nonprofit organization dedicated to education and service. Our mission statement is to uplift the spirit. We're always interested in raising money for charity, and we do as many fundraising events as we can. We also do workshops like this. I want to thank the library for having us. Whatever we do, we don't accept any remuneration. It's our gift to be able to give. And if you want to check out what's going on, it's www.withloveandgratitude.com. Okay, so the depth of breath. Although it sometimes feels really unnatural to breathe deeply, the practice comes with great benefits, which is why before yoga or before meditation, you see yogis doing deep breathing. Deep breaths are more efficient. They allow you to fully exchange incoming oxygen with outgoing carbon dioxide. They've also been shown to slow the heartbeat, lower or stabilize blood pressure, and lower stress. So I encourage you to do deep breathing. The technique we're going to do today is called belly breathing, and it helps you relax. And then after that, we're going to go straight into meditation. So get comfortable. You can do this exercise either sitting or lying down, doesn't matter. To start, put one hand on your belly and the other hand on your chest. So what we're going to do is you're going to take a deep, slow breath from your belly. Silently count to 4 as you breathe in. You're going to hold your breath for a count to 7. Then you're going to breathe out completely, 1 to 8. So you start, and I'll just repeat what you're supposed to be doing so you get the hang of it. Breathe into the count of 4, hold to the count of 7, breathe out completely to the count of 8. You're trying to get all the air out of your lungs by the time you reach the count of 8. So just take your time, breathe into the count of 4, hold for the count of 7, exhale to the count of 8. Slow, deep breath from your belly so your hand rises, counting to 4, holding your breath, counting to 7, exhaling completely, feeling your chest drop to the count of 8. Just repeat that. Slow, deep breath from your belly, counting to 4 as you breathe in. Hold to the count of 7. Exhale, totally letting your lungs deflate, your hand drop to the count of 8. And at the end of your next breath, notice how you feel. For our meditation, we're going to do a form of Zen Buddhist meditation. One of the fun things about doing these classes is there's thousands of ways to meditate. But there's a myth that seems to be prevalent, especially in Western society, which is meditation is supposed to calm the mind. Correct meditation will lead you to stop thinking, and that's false. Now, a feeling of calm or quieter mind sometimes is the result of meditation, and it's a lovely one. But the purpose of meditation is not to calm yourself, not to empty your mind of thoughts. You've not failed if your mind doesn't become like a still pool as a result of this practice. It's literally the nature of the mind to generate thoughts endlessly, always, forever. waking or sleeping, whether you're meditating or not. Buddha often referred to the mind as the monkey. The purpose of meditation is not to change the nature of the monkey. Rather, the purpose is simply to observe the monkey, he would say, to see what's happening within your own mind and your own self. And that's it. Buddha would say, notice the mind jumping about, doing its monkey thing. This is meditation. If the mind quiets as a result of being observed, which it often does, that's wonderful, but whether it does or not is of no consequence. So, for our meditation today, be a witness, becoming aware of what you're doing, exactly what you're doing in any given moment. Bear witness to it. You don't change it, don't judge it, observe it, name it, stand away from it all at once. The moment of now, and then now, and then now. When we cling to a now rather than simply bearing witness to it and letting it pass right by, we become trapped in time as it passes. So here's an example. Instead of saying, I am reading this, I notice I am reading. I notice the eyes, I notice my breath. No labels, no judgments, just noticing. Noticing through all my 5 senses. When we sit and meditate, our mind wants to know what to do. So I'm going to tell your mind what to do. Simply allow everything to be as it is. I know your mind wants to know what to do. Mind, allow it to be as it is. And as the mind wanders, which the mind does, and needs to know what to do, tell your mind its sole occupation is to allow. Tell your mind, let everything be the way it is, and notice it. With your eyes and your ears and your nose and your fingertips, your taste buds, all your senses just noticing what is right now, what is. Tell your mind its job is to notice what's happening. No labels, no judgments, just watching, noticing. Now, check your body and see if you're allowing everything to be as it is. Your body always gives accurate feedback. Tension and tightness is the blocking of what is. So notice that. Allow your body to give you feedback and notice it. No changing, no need to change anything. This form of meditation is neither controlling nor leading the way. This form of meditation has no stake in outcome or changing, denying, rearranging. Instead, you're watching. You're watching it and letting it be as it is. More a passenger and experiencer. Watching what naturally happens. Without any idea of what should happen, you can watch what does happen. Have you noticed when you allow, you naturally come into a state of listening? That is all there is to do when you refuse to control the experience. Listen, watch, see what happens. A passenger. Allowing everything to be as it is, including the impulses to control or change. We allow whatever comes up. Let it be. Tell your mind to let everything be as it is and notice it. Check your body and see if you're allowing everything to be as it is. Tightness or tension is the blocking of what is. Notice it. No need to change it. In this meditation, we neither control or lead the way. We watch. We let it be what it is. We allow. Watching what naturally happens without any idea of what could or should or will happen. You can actually watch what does happen. A state of listening engulfs you when you refuse to control the experience. The mind's occupied by listening, watching, and seeing what happens. Notice that the watching, the awareness, it's fluid. It doesn't stay in one place for long. It moves around. In eliminating any intention to control awareness, you can notice it as it moves from here to there, back again, never staying in one place for very long. Noticing physical feelings, silence, noise, sense of openness, whatever. Just noticing the characteristics of awareness. Instead of controlling, experience awareness. Just listening, watching, seeing what happens. Immersing in the fluidity of awareness. Noticing that it moves from one place to another. As you remove any intention to control awareness, instead you watch it, you notice it. Refusing to control the experience, we naturally, automatically, intuitively come into a state of listening, watching, realizing awareness, flowing along. Experiencing awareness for what it is. Flowing along from one point of interest to another. So allow it to be that. Allow awareness to notice whatever it wants to notice. The job of the mind is simply allow everything to be as it is. The job of the mind is to notice what is as it flows along. As awareness moves from one place of interest to another. the fluidity of awareness. You allowing it to be that. Allowing awareness to notice whatever it wants to notice as you watch. What changes as a result of meditation is not necessarily the speed or frequency of the thought that appear in our inner landscape, but rather our relationship with those thoughts. Through the practice of meditation, we become less identified with the ticker tape that runs through our head constantly, less convinced that our thoughts hold some inherent truth or importance, less committed to solving each problem and emergency about which our thoughts constantly remind us. You could say that we lose a degree of interest in the monkey's mind song or the monkey screech. I hope you both enjoyed today's meditation. I'll be back next month with something totally different. In the interim, stay healthy, stay well, and enjoy tomorrow's storm.